We've spent 2 weeks leading up to this moment. The European Grand Finals are upon us. Alliance versus Secret.
And I think Secret, to me, they've just been the European powerhouse for a few months now.
Alliance certainly showed that they knew how to dismantle Secret, and this kind of lineup, it does feel like they're in their strength.
Not be under pressure in too much. Puppey just being here with his Eidolons, constantly harassing, pulling waves, denying creeps has been very effective.
Her Spirit sitting on top of these guys with his Invis rune. He's going to go for Hanskin. Lead off the stun, chain stunt in. Hanskin turns around, gets off a disruption. More blink stuns. S4 is going to be in trouble though, and he may find his blink dagger completely delayed. Tries to go for a stomp on the roll-in from Yapzor, pops it too early, and he's very dead, and so is Hanskin. Secret bringing everybody to the party up at the top lane.
To make Jug's life a little bit harder this game. And Alliance, they get the blink, they smoke up immediately.
Smoke managed to jump immediately onto the Enigma. That's going to be a good start off, but Puppey still able to get off the black hole, holding in the Death Prophet, who does get disrupted. Good save there. S4 dropping a little bit low as Yapzor is able to start putting out the stacks there. Limp going to be pulled into his death, and this is a nasty engagement for Alliance. Nico Baby sits on the side and watches as Hanskin is going to be third hill cleaned up, and it looks like FNG will make it 4. Secret not losing a man in this team fight, and this is rough. Alliance, they were supposed to hit sort of a timing at some point, but it looks like Secret may just deny any timing, any opportunity, any window to Alliance and just take over the game.
They don't blow up Puppey, who they go on with a blink stun, and then this Boots of Travel Batride is TPing on a range creep with like 10 health, and I feel like somebody needs to just kill that range creep, but a lot of things going right for Secret, and Alliance just not quite synced up there.
And this could really snowball if Alliance keep on forcing fights. If they lose this one, they may just be out of the game. They're going to fight around this Roshan pit, slowing down Nisha, preventing him from being able to teleport away, and Omni Slash sticks on him and takes away the Aegis. Now Matumman has an exorcism on top of him. He's in a nasty position. He may just die twice here as Limp puts the Spirit Siphon on him, slowing him down. What a beautiful Sprout, separating them. Now Nico Baby's going to be stunned up. Zai running over everybody with the Firefly. Limp is staying alive with the Spirit Siphon, but a big Wrath of Nature hit finishes off Nico Baby. A nice two-man stun from S4 comes in, but Limp is low, dwindling on just 150 HP. He's trying to stay alive with the Exorcism up, but Matama Man goes for the execution, blinks in, and finishes him off with a fresh blink dagger from him. Hanskin stuck in the corner, will manage to finish off Yapzor, but he's easy pickings as Matumba Man should be able to run him down with the Radiance quite easily. Zai looks for more, and look at S4. He is stacked up to the gills, pulled back by the lasso, and slowed down to his doom. He will go down, and Alliance, it looked good for just a small 10-second window before it all turns to disaster. Question is, will it make enough of a difference? Because this is different than like a Phantom Lancer who gets his Diffuser Blade, right? All those instances. They are going to be able to run down Matumba Man here. He does still have his ultimate. Can they burn enough of his mana? They do. He is out of mana, no stick charges to work with. He goes down for 50 seconds.
That's so sick from S4. He stampedes and blinks in, so he does instant damage and stops Wraith King from blinking away. So many players, they would go for a blink stun, and then Wraith King, you know, it's very easy to blink dodge a Centaur stun, but with the Stampede, canceling it.
Still going to look for the fight, though, pulling the Death Prophet down into the low ground where a black hole awaits him. A nice double kill for Nisha. Rest of Alliance on the retreats.
They're constantly playing scared, as they probably should be. And the longer this game goes, the closer Puppey gets to this BKB, and then there's just this BKB black hole to delete a core every fight.
Successful scan onto the high ground. They're showing on the tree, and Suspin goes off, but he's already been lassoed up. A jump in from S4. They have the Silence followed up with the BKB from Nisha. Allows him to just lay some damage out. The Omni Slash bouncing around, doing a bit of damage, but not that much. And now Nico Baby on the retreat. But look at that! A beautiful Sprout that leads into a Flame Break that leads into a Black Hole. A pretty little combo that helps Secret put a bow on this game as they're going to run down Alliance members left and right. 3 dead on the side of Alliance. They've been really using the mobility of their heroes quite nicely, breaking smokes and not getting caught. Alliance are going to do last-ditch effort to fight around the Roshan pit here, but Death Prophet's already low with no exorcism. Pops a Eul Scepter, puts up in the air. Matumba Man is getting a little bit low, but it is Wraith King. He's got that second life to work with. Nico Baby not sure who he should target. Quickly backs away as he sees many of Alliance are dead. Some of them are going to buy back. It's going to be the Death Prophet and Chen trying to make their way back into...
And Alliance are all in on trying to stop this Rosh from happening. The buybacks and everything coming into play.
Yep, so aggressively pushes out as Roshan dies. He knows they're on the high ground, and he knows they're too late for the fight. So at this point, just comes down to who they can grab. This will be a dieback for FNG. And Hanskin going down as well. He does have buyback.
Only a 30-second window, though, to try and kill him again. And I think Matu knows with no Chen, no Centaur, he's still pretty unkillable, plus the cheese.
He's got that cheese as well. Nico Baby tries to clean up some creeps. A nice silence, but it doesn't stop the lasso from pulling Nico Baby to his death. No buyback there, and now it's just Limp with an exorcism as he is getting spaghettified by the black hole. That is GG for Game 1. Secret. A dominant 1-0 start for Team Secret may turn into a very fast 2-0 with the last pick. Meepo Gods, is it, what are we giving Alliance's chances here now?
It's a double Meepo. He's going to start farming jungle, pushing out the mid lane, getting that kind of power farm going, and Limp looking for a kill, doing some good damage, but doesn't have the cooldowns.
If he can keep up the denies, maybe he can keep this Meepo from getting level 4 on this wave. That'd be pretty massive. FNG, though, looks like he's going to be our first blood. Oversteps himself, and he's met by a combo from Zai and Yapzor. 5-minute bounties. Hanskin will grab one here. Looks like it should be a pretty even trade-off as FNG should secure this other one. It looks like they actually want to try for the kill here.
Yep.
Void Spirit comes in with that haste rune that we saw at 4 minutes, and he picked up.
I think this start's gone just fine for Alliance. Like the Bane side a couple of times, but Limp has been crushing. He's still with the haste. He TP's bottom, and he's going to find at least Puppey here.
Yeah, let's make some moves, Limp.
But
He's still got another charge of his ultimate, so Puppey is a pretty easy kill. They make the call for the Meepo to come over and lend a helping hand.
Here comes Alliance, though.
They're thinking about trying. The outpost is taken. Limp
more
is here. All these heroes are showing up. The Eclipse is going to go down as well as the boat. A huge team fight combination, but it only brings down FNG initially. Now the Sprout is going to go out, blocking in S4 a bit. Good use of the ensnare there from Meepo. Helps them get a second kill.
And Krant trying to create space for his team that way.
S4 taking a lot of damage there. The Nightmare thrown out to try and dodge the Torrent. Wasn't on point anyway. They still get the kill, though, thanks to the Tidebringer hit. As S4 kind of put all of his board Necro units up there in the front. Yapzor does take a decent amount of damage, and it looks like Limp should manage to claim this kill. Zai, though, is still going to stick around, see if he can land a Torrent. FNG, he's kind of stuck here. Nisha looking to just claim the kill. There's nowhere FNG can really run to. He'll eventually die. An 8th kill for Team Secret.
A lot of the damage output for Secret and their team fight is missing, but they're going to scout this one out, and this seems really risky for Alliance, but may pay off.
It's the risk that they kind of have to take.
Yeah.
They back away as all Secret is here. Okay, they smoke up, and now they're going to force the team fight while those abilities are still on cooldown. So they've drawn Secret to this Roshan area, and now they're going to wrap on them.
Oh, Matu
S4 leading the way. Matuma Man, he's going to be the first target here. If he gets in range of the Primal Roar, they should be managed to burst him down. Nice to assimilate from Limp to be able to dodge the nets. Matuma Man still alive, though, and Limp, he's being controlled up a little bit. If they can get the final blow, they should manage to finish him off, and they do. The Fiend's Grip holds on for a while, but these Meepos are a terror. There is nothing that Alliance has to be able to stop this Meepo. The Supernova on the low ground will successfully explode, but you can see Nisha doesn't care. He marches his Meepos forward knowing that they have confidently won this team fight.
Out, so it could be go time. You got to
Secret. They say that was a cute move. Alliance forcing us around the Roshan pit and trying to take a team fight. Let's do the same. They smoke up, immediately find Limp.
That's a dieback too.
That is a dieback, so he's gone for 70 seconds.
Puppey was just trying to force some action, knowing that they had an advantage and didn't have his team with him.
A little bit awkward, that Nightmare. Blocking some of the damage. Two-man Torrent. Tidebringer hit as well. S4 being left behind here. He's going to be caught by the Meepo. Nico Baby can do little to stop them. Secret. Another objective. And Zai, he does have that X between the nets. Okay, the Nightmare's going to go off. They do pop the Supernova, but it looks like this Morphling's dying so quickly. In his E-Blade form, though, he's not taking a whole lot of damage. The Supernova, only some of the Meepos get stunned. Nico Baby still trying to make his way through, but a second Spirit Vessel charge is enough to get that kill, and Hanskin very likely to die here as well. No Icarus dive up anymore. 4 dead in Secret. Torrent Does find FNG, who's hidden in this little area, but sadly, if he's not hidden, if they know he's there, that little spot just becomes a dead end.
Yeah, they know there's no roar, no egg for a little while, and Secret will happily take some tier 2 towers and force some fights because of that. Beastmaster gets ensnared mid. Not fully committing, but yep, there we go. Once it feels safe enough, once his teammates show up, Nisha commits, gets another kill, gets the tier 2 bottom, tier 2 mid now. See if they go high ground. It's a massive Secret lead. There's very little comeback potential now for Alliance.
Yeah, Meepo lineups, they certainly do that to you, especially in this patch. It's going to be Bane, run over first. Okay, the Sunray actually does finish off that Meepo. Yep. And the Eclipse going out isn't even doing that much damage. Nico Baby is in some trouble, though. The boat's going to land on the Spirit Vessel. Is still on him, and he can't wave for him away. Another 2 seconds what he needed. Secret, apparently they don't need their Meepo. Once all that has been expended to kill the Meepo, there is still Matumbaman's Luna that is able to march forward. Godlike spree for him as he looks to finish off this lane of barracks.
Yep. You throw everything, you kill the Meepo, you think that's kind of the one threat, but then you look up and you're like, oh wait, that's Luna, who's also top 2 net worth. Conquer with Spirit Vessels, making Morphling's game really difficult pre-BKB, and Secret will get mid lane and probably bottom here as well.
Okay, a pipe being brought in for Puppey.
Pipeless mech, okay.
They're going to be able to find the Void Spirit with his telekinesis. The Primal Roar going out of Matumbaman, but a stolen Roar from Yapzor turns it right back around onto S4. Limp still trying to escape, but will not make it out. That final Lucent Beam puts him in his grave. Hanskin, he's going to pop the Supernova, but it's a Supernova doomed to die here. Nico Baby's back in, tries to blow up. The Luna didn't quite have enough damage. Now the turnaround, he's controlled up. Matumbaman will start life stealing a little bit, but he's still burned out thanks to the Sunray. Boat's going to be coming in. Zai looking to finish off the Morphling. They're kind of stuck inside the base, but if they kill the enemy carry, there's nothing left for Alliance, FNG, and Hanskin. They're too weak, as you can see them being run down underneath the tier 4 towers. Zai doesn't really seem to care. Brain Sap plus Fate Bolt gets another kill for Yapzor, and that is 2 lanes of barracks now.
Always fun seeing the morph to Rubik, full strength, then gets some new spells. 2.4k health on Yapzor.
Playing on the high ground a bit.
Yeah.
Torrent scouting things, does actually hit the Phoenix. Zai, he's just been a sharpshooter with those. S4 being controlled up by the telekinesis. Nightmare goes out. He does manage to get off the Primal Roar, but it stuns one Meepo. That Meepo still plenty healthy even after the shotgun combination. The Supernova's going to go out, but the Meepos, they deal with this egg so easily. 2 dead, and maybe a third as FNG is going to be caught by Puppey, and they have the X onto the Void Spirit as well. Matumbaman hasn't even used his Eclipse yet.
This one's a wrap. Yep, they'll GG out. Okay.
We don't even get to see it. Oh, there it is. The Primal Roar stolen by Yapzor with the Eclipse. We finally got to see it. That's just dirty.
Well, a very clean game 2 following up a dominant game 1.
Down 2 games and a best of 5. They have to win 3 in a row against the best team in the world, gods.
Yeah, it is a good first couple of waves, but definitely does not get easier. Nice fissure block down bottom.
That'll be an easy kill onto FNG. First blood for Zai.
Jesus, bottom lane. Has the rotation from Yapzor. A lot of damage from those side blades. And there's no real kill threat on Nisha, I feel, right here.
Treants are going to go with the Inkswell stun to maybe kill Nisha. They need a little bit more mana onto Limp to finish him off, but FNG and Hanskin's Treants were going to be enough, and Yapzor actually gets low enough.
Once again, winning these laning stages, just coming out on top. Matu having that free lane, bottom lane going so incredibly well. It's just mid lane, which is slightly even and really a bit Secret favored when you see the net worth of the Zeus just being so far behind.
Yeah, so positioned himself nicely to be able to cut behind FNG, but it does mean he dies because the help of Hanskin that's here. Leaving him alone, though, S4 is easy food for Matumbaman, especially when he's got Aftershock after Aftershock. FNG and Hanskin, they move over to the bottom river. They're going to try and threaten Nisha with that Inkswell as he approaches, but now that that threat is gone, he can go back in. Hanskin, Earthshock jumps over that Fissure to help get on top of Limp. Limp hoping to be able to get the kill onto Yapzor with this combo. Oh, and he's going to maybe find some stacks too. FNG blocked out again by the Fisher, and now that the Necronomicon is here, both the Poison Touch and the heal from the Dazzle. Well played by FNG. Nisha diving in deep is going to be cut off by S4 here. With the two heroes that were smoked up, they're also going to rotate in. Nisha is going to find himself completely surrounded, TP canceled, and another great kill for Alliance.
They want to make some plays, some moves, and that's going to come down to S4. His Blink Dagger timing constantly getting slowed down with this pressure.
FNG hoping the X-Well would explode in time. It does not. Back over to the bottom lane. They try and blow up Zai. Zai is going to be run down here unless, okay, the Echo Slam goes out. The Shallow Grave TP out. He turns around, cancels that TP, throw out Poison Touch because I think he knew he was going to die, but he was hoping that he'd be able to get the kill on Limp with the Necronomicon. Zapsor, a successful TP out for him. Matamba Man actually bought a smoke himself, and I think he sold it, but the Dazzle has the smoke, so I think it's about time to either force a fight or take Roshan for themselves. Smoke's gonna break, but as the call comes in from S4, this time Nisha will die. Matamba Man is in close quarters though, has the Soulbind onto him, and the Dazzle still managing to chase down Limp a bit. Pull back in though, the Will-O-Wisp, the Echo Slam out from Yapsor, that's gonna be enough to be able to get the kill onto Limp, and they truck forward. A call goes out, S4 with the X-Well stun onto 4, the Calling Blade misses though. Can they finish up these heroes? Puppey and Yapsor are pushed to the side, Limp chases them down, and that's a wipe. Alliance get their first real team fight victory in 3 games. Pump out the damage from there.
Yeah, I think the important thing is Alliance were ready for it. They had every hero there. Like Limp buying back there, normally you'd expect like a long TP. He's getting more kills top lane potentially as Zai getting threatened.
Pop in the mech. Shallow Grave can't really save him here against the Culling Blade. It's not actually up for S4, and Zai will be fine, but Matamba Man, he's showing that he is still a big-time threat. Hanskin, okay, they popped that ultimate from the Zeus to manage to finish off Zai at least, but
one of the really obnoxious things, especially if like you win a fight and you want to go push and you don't have detection against TA traps and she just keeps killing your creep waves.
Losing their wards. S4 in some trouble. Blocked out by the Fisher too. I don't think there's any Force Staff to save him. A Will-O-Wisp to make sure he's not going anywhere. Wasting little time here, and I'm not sure if you saw it, Gods, but Roche died so quick against a TA Ursa lineup, and that tower is going to die pretty quickly too. S4 looks to be able to pull them back. Eul Scepter going off. It looks like the Will-O-Wisp is going to make sure he's held there with a Fisher block in as well. But Matamba Man will take the opportunity to finish off S4, no buyback there.
Nisha got the BKB off, had the Grave as well, and S4 had to give away his life and did force a BKB.
Satanic is finally here for Nico Baby, so he's a little bit more ready to fight, and S4 did get his buyback. Looks like he got the tick gold necessary. They're going to call up Matamba Man, try and prevent him from being able to use that cheese. He pops the Enrage, though. A Eul Scepter stalls up his retreat, but is still able to hop over the cliff and get down to low ground.
Zork Baby once in.
Zai. He's going to be stunned up by the Inkswell. The call to follow up. S4, he does manage to finish off the Templar's assassin first life, but they still have to deal with Matamba Man and his cheese. Nico Baby starts going for the back line. Soulbind locking down the two of them. Nico Baby cutting through the trees. Yapsor, Echo Slam out with the status resistance allowed Nico Baby to be able to fight back, and Inkswell stunned onto the 2, and it looks like Alliance, they're going to wipe Secret. Taking down the 4, a 5th member in Puppey will manage to TP out, but another great hold from Alliance.
Games like this, he'll push the limits of his hero and stick around for longer in the offlane, because the problem is if you TP back, Hanskin will get caught down a bottom lane now, it looks like.
You're gonna let him TP, let him think that he's gonna be able to get away, but trapped in a corner now that Zai's here. They should have plenty of stuns. Well, one more Enchant Totem hit. Go for it again. Enchant Totem hit will stop it. That's enough.
Risky play. They haven't left their base much, but they want to fight under their vision here.
They do manage to get the call, starting off on Yapsor. A great initiation, a great kill to start the fight. And you can see Secret, they do not try and engage. If anything, they're going to play off of maybe the buyback from Yapsor. They're going to buy back on Limp as he died to Matamba Man on the side. Nico Baby quickly surrounding, does manage to trap him in, and they do manage to get the call to finish off Puppey. Buyback from both the supports, though, as Roshan does spawn in. Matamba Man's now out of mana. Burned down by those illusions. They're going to have to reset here. Doesn't quite explode in time. The illusion dies. It was the weaker one, sadly. An Abyssal Blade initiation. They found the real Phantom Lancer. Null fired up, and he can't get away. He's dead with no buyback. Secret. They have been losing team fights to Alliance, but it only takes one moment One mistake to punish to potentially end the game now.
Yeah, it's so brutal. It's one of those things. Nico Baby has played a perfect game up until that point, and even that, it's like, it just doesn't even look like it's that big a mistake. At some point, you've got to make a move to try and win this game for your team, and as Alliance, it was like, let's contest this Roshan, and that's where TA finally gets to shine.
They're going to try and go back in. The Axe Call onto Yapzor, see if they can get a dieback onto him. It would be massive. Blink Yules set up into the Lightning Bolt. That should be an easy kill. So they did get a pick off, but look at Secret. They have a pretty good idea. Satanic just to heal up to full, just in case. Still has the cheese to work with as well. 10 more seconds till the Phantom Lancer is back up. So Secret retreat. 2 lanes of barracks down, but S4, he's not going to let him go down. Does manage to get off the in-range. The Nullifier pops that Inkswell stun. S4 trying to make his way back. The Soulbind double Yule Scepter. Can S4 get away? No, he was blocked in by the Yule Scepter. Invulnerability AoE. Matamba Man now just jumps in that back line, immediately deals with Limp. Going to deal with Hanskin as well. Here comes Nico Baby trying to deal with Nisha as quick as possible. The Inkswell stun helping him out there, but he's going to jump and try and catch Zai, knowing that Shallow Grave is a potential problem here. Same goes with Puppy with the blast, but it's him and FNG against the world at this point in time, trying to burn through so many heroes. Nico Baby's working on it, but no longer having the Satanic. FNG, he died to Matamba Man inside the base, while Nico Baby is being kited around by these 3 different range heroes. A Centaur stun goes out. Puppy still being the one being targeted. Nisha dropping a little bit low. Zai being targeted as well, but the Will-O-Wisp pulls him back in with the Orchid on him, but he Abyssal Blades up onto the Coddle. Matamba Man, though, is dealing with the throne. He says, you guys got it, right? I can just hit the buildings if you want. An Echo Slam at Nico Baby. His kiting days are over. He will fall here, and that is it. A 3-0 for Secret. Alliance, they did their best to battle back, but Team Secret will be your ESL 1 Birmingham champions.